Hey, what's up? It's your girl Mary Jane. Please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. It'd be greatly appreciated from the bottom of my heart, my peeps, my peoples. So, anyways, let's get into it. Love and Hip Hop Hollywood Season 4, Episode 2. Let's go. We start off with Ray J, Safari, and A1. And basically, they're out, they're having a good time, they're talking. I like these three guys. They're good connection, they're good characters, they're good guys. You know, Ray J's married, A1's married, and they want to have babies. So they're young men that want to have babies. Really, really good image. And, you know, Safari's there chilling too as well. So, anyways, A1 talks about he's still using, you know, condoms, and they're like, oh my God, that should be a sin. That should be against the law. You're all backed up, A1, because Lyric doesn't want to get pregnant now because Lyric is working on her business or whatever. And then they talk about A1 having hits on the radio. A1 is very talented. He does have hits. He's really actually doing his thing out here. You know, he's really successful in making music for a lot of big stars. So anyways, Ray J talks about he wants to have a baby, but you know he hasn't got, you know, Princess pregnant yet, and basically he wants all the guys to go to a fertility clinic and get their make sure they're healthy and get their sperm tested and everything like that. And I think that's a really good thing to show on TV, like, you know, these guys taking care of their health, you know, doing things that are positive, just like when we see when females are doing things that are positive. So it's good to see that image as well. And they want, and so then Ray J was like, yo, let's make a bet and see who has the highest sperm count, and whoever is the loser have to make a hit for Hazel E. So the losing sperm has to make a hit for Hazel E. Then we get Keisha Cole and her boyfriend or whatever. They talk, they're doing their thing. And so then we get Keisha Cole's husband, Bobby, Gibby, and Brooke. They meet up, you know, they're having a conversation. And so Gibbert, he talks about, you know, that, you know, Brooke's boyfriend that she's seeing is not a good guy. Basically, all he does is a lot of jockeying and telling her what she wants to hear. She's a good woman. She got a good foundation. And any man should want to be with her and marry her. And he feels like, you know, Marcus is just playing games with her. And that's about it. And basically, we find out that Keisha Cole's husband and Brooke are best friends. They knew each other a long time ago from H-Town. From the previews, I thought they was going to be hooking up. So, that was it with that. And then we get to the beach. We get, you know, Cam is there. And it's Cam is there. AD's there. Mosika's there. Zelly's there. And Nia's there or whatever. So they're all having a conversation. They're talking. And so, you know, Zelly says, "Yo, you should have been there at the spot the other night. The three amigos showed up." He said the three amigos showed up. Musty, Minnie, and Manji. And so then, you know, Moniece wants to tell Nia who the girls are, and so once Nia, and so then after Zelly says the three amigos, Musty, Minnie, and Manji, and Masika says sounds like STDs. You already know that Masika's hitting the internet saying that Hazel got nothing but STDs, but didn't Masika sleep with, you know, Hazel EX? So is she telling on herself as well? So anyways, Masika does not want to hear about Alex, Sky, or Hazel E, none of them. She doesn't really want to give Alex, Sky any shine or anything like that. So once they started bringing up her name, she was, I don't want to talk about these bitches. I'm not going to give them no camera time. I'm not going to give them no shine. And she walks away and she's upset. The Moniece was like, you know, Moniece is feeling Nia and on what's going on. She was like, well, all these three bitches are upset with her because she fucked all their men. That's bad. That's a bad look, basically. Well, she was friends with Hazel E. She was never friends with Alexis Sky. And she was never friends with Nikki Baby, I guess. So only one person that she really did wrong was, Hazel E, because she was actually her friend. And so anyways, so Moniece is dropping a dime, like, and she don't want to confront him. She don't want to say nothing to him and all this other stuff. I understand why she's upset and mad, because she done fucked all their men. So, but anyways, now we know Masika is not going to have sex with Moniece's man, because Moniece doesn't have a man. She has AD. So anyways, Moniece is like, she needs to handle her business and handle her issue with these females or whatever. So it goes from there. And so then we get Marcus. He meets up with Brooke. He tells Brooke that he's divorced now. Here's the divorce papers. He tells her how much he wants to be with her. And, they was going to kiss, but, Brooke wanted to bite him. He's looking at her breast. He's feeling her. And they're going to try to make it work. She's going to give Marcus a second chance and all this other stuff. And so then we get to Keisha Cole. She meets up with Too Short. Too Short looks good. He still looks young or whatever. And then they're talking about Gibby and all his thing and them co-parenting and having a very good situation. And also talking about Gibby living in the house. How's that working out? Too Short was like, I never heard that before. And so Keisha Cole goes, I don't really want to be married, so I'm gonna have to have this conversation with Gibby. God, please don't let him cry. She straight threw some digs at Gibby. Don't let him cry. So anyways, it seems like Gibby was Keisha Cole's husband was very immature at the time. He had a lot of money, was popular, but he had a bunch of injuries. And now he realizing the mistakes, he realizing the things that he did mess up. And, he's realizing how good of a woman he had with Keisha Cole and how down she was, because now that he was down and out and tried to rehab his body and he needed a place to stay, she was there to support him. So the grass wasn't greener on the other side. So anyway, whoever loses the bet with the sperm has to go to the studio with Hazel E and make a hit. And Ray J said, I can't be in the studio with Hazel E. I will be messing up my credentials. And so anyways, lyrics. So now all the guys are at the fertility clinic, but A1 walks in. I really like A1. Thinks he's a nice guy. I think he's a good guy, a decent guy and everything. And so he brings Lyric in. It was like, why is Lyric here? And so Lyric was like, I was told, to get dressed and come out for dinner. And Ray J says, it's daytime. And they all start laughing. And so then, Ray J was like, oh, that's not fair. You got your wife here. I'm about to call my wife or whatever. That's cheating. And so Safari said, so you can so we can jack off in here. And so Lyric is like, what do you mean jack off? And Lyric is like, what, you was about to rob a bank or something? And so Ray J goes, nah, we gotta jack off for real. We gotta really jack off. She's like, what? Oh, you guys did some kinky weird shit. Oh my gosh. She's like, I'm telling everybody. And Lyric was like, yo, you guys are into some kinky shit. And and wait a minute, y'all really about to jack off? They was like, yeah. And Safari was like, you didn't know that you was coming to a fertility clinic? She was like, nah. A1 told me that we was going to dinner, whatever, and I told him I was really hungry. I wanted to get something to eat, and he said he's gonna feed me. And Safari was like, yeah, he's really gonna feed you something, but it gotta go in the cup. So anyways, that whole scene was funny. Like, these guys, I think they're comedians together. Their chemistry is really nice, and Lyric chemistry with A1 is on point. I can't wait to see the mamas. And Safari's chemistry with Lyric and A1 is cool, and he is cool with both of the mamas. So anyways, Zelly and Alexis, they meet up, whatever, and they talk. And so basically, oh, I gotta say this. Did you see Zelly at the beach? When Zelly was at the beach, he had one braid like to the side, right? And he just wrapped around a blonde piece of weave like that. Just wrapped it around and then braided into his hair. I thought that was fucking weird looking. What the fuck was going on with that? I don't know. Maybe that's the style in LA, but I thought that shit was weird. For real. So anyways, Zelly meets up with Alexis Sky or whatever, And basically, Alexis Sky was like, yo, I want to meet up with, Masika. I want to talk to her because she fucked my man. And I was really, what's his name? I was really, what's his name's girl, or whatever, Fetty Wap's girl or whatever. And I wasn't his side piece. I wasn't his side bitch. I was his girl, And so, but she ain't with him no more. And Masika ain't with him no more. She just got a baby, so what's the big deal? This is a storyline. It's actually a good storyline, but Masika's messing up the storyline because she doesn't want to give shine to the situation. She should just, go along with it, because what else is Masika going to talk about? Or Alexis Sky. So anyways, if Masika wants to stay on this show, she better follow through with this storyline and start acting like she's too good to film with motherfuckers. So anyways, she was like, so there was like, so they're talking or whatever, and Zelly shades her and was like, yeah, she's realer than that fake purse that she threw at me. Oh, he's so shady. And so anyways, Zelly was like, I think I can make that happen. Then they toast, and then Zelly's gonna see if he can make it happen with Masika. But I think Zelly knows that Masika does not want to film with Alexis Sky at all, and he was kind of like pressure probably to get Masika to film with Alexis Sky, but it ain't gonna be happening that way. They are on something. So anyways, we get to a party. It's Chantel West. Chantel West is there. Nikki Baby's there, and Lyric's there, and also Naya's there or whatever, and Jade is there. Jade, she used to go out with Richie from Love and Hip Hop New York or whatever, and everyone's like, they're glad that she's not with Richie no more. He's too old, especially when you have a grown ass daughter that's too old and disrespectful. And so anyways, Chantel West, as she was signed to Young Money, but it didn't work, and she really wants to work on music. Nikki's gonna introduce her to Safari to help her with her music. It should have been like, yo, if I was Chantel, I would have been like, well, can you introduce me to A1? I would have turned around to Lyric and be like, hey, Lyric, could your husband help me out? Because he actually got hits on the radio right now from different artists. So anyways, we get to, so then Jade, she tells everybody that she's dating this guy. He is married, but she's helping him get a divorce. And once he gets a divorce from his wife, they're going to be together. So she's helping him because Jade is a paralegal and all this other stuff. And Lyric is just like listening. And so then she goes, his name is Marcus. And Marcus is also involved with Brooke. So now Marcus is a shady character. Marcus is shady. So anyways, it goes down from there. And so we get to Keisha Cole's husband. He tells her how thankful he is, how appreciative he is of her, and how he's so happy that she was there to pick him up when he fell, and she supported him. So he gave her a wonderful speech. He almost sounded like her son, not her husband. So anyways, it's all good between them. He's going to be moving out soon, but he ain't ready to move out right away because, he got some hiccups going on. So anyways, we get Safari, Nikki Baby, and Chantel West. They meet up. Safari's funny. He's having a coconut party, oil party. He wants Chantel to perform. He's saying that he's going to try to help her out because he has done this before. He has made a young woman beautiful and also put her on and all this other stuff, and he can do it again, but she's going to have to work for it. And so Safari's also flirting with Nikki Baby. Nikki Baby was like, you can rub my feet and nothing else. And so Safari asks, Chantel to rap about the bread, but she wasn't comfortable doing that. So Safari started rapping. Safari seems like he's more comfortable being on the show. He's more comfortable around the people that he's around. It seems like Safari is like his true color show, that he can be more relaxed. He's more funny, and like he's not worried about doing something wrong this season. So it looks like it's gonna be a good look for Safari on this season. So anyways, then after that, they get invited to, Safari's coconut oil party or whatever. And he asked Chantel West to perform. It'd be a good look or whatever. She was like, yes, that sounds really good. I'm ready to do this. So it's going down. So then I must say, even though it's braids, Lyric, her hairstyle is like KK from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta last year when she had the big braid in the front and braided all the way down, but Lyric just has the hair loose. I don't know. So anyways, then after that, we get this, the guys go back to the sperm place, and so the doctor's like, this is kind of unorthodox for me to be giving everybody's, results at once. And it was like, oh, we're in this together, we're like brothers. And so Safari was like, we didn't do anything together, we did it separately. And then A1 was like, I didn't do any jerking off. So anyways, they read the results. A1 has the most sperm count. I think he has 90 million. No, he has 75 million. And then Safari has 43 million. Ray J has the lowest. It's 9 million. That's really low, because that the average count's supposed to be 15 million. So at least, we know Ray J's going to get some help. And I guess he has to change his lifestyle and get more healthy or whatever. So they start cracking on Ray J, like, you better get in the studio with Hazel E. Ray J was like, my credentials are online. It was like, we're gonna send flowers and candies to the studio, you're gonna be working with Hazel E. And I was like, oh, I gotta get a plan, I gotta get ready, my body healthy, whatever. I was like, no, you gotta get in the studio with Hazel E. And Ray J was like, oh, I'm thinking some names of some songs. And then Safari goes, yeah, Shortcomings. And they all just laugh. I'm telling you, they are good together. I like the way they're doing this. So anyways, then from there, but it's really different how they're transferring the story around. Usually it's the woman that has a hard time getting pregnant, but they're showing this time around it's the man having a hard time getting the woman pregnant because his sperm count is low. So that's a different aspect and a different step that they're taking with the image that they're displaying on Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. So anyways, then after that, we get to Alex Sky. So not Alex Sky. So we get to Zelly. Zelly meets up with Mosika to tell Mosika that, hey, listen, let's talk, whatever. And he brings up Alex Sky name, and Mosika, she really goes in. She throws a drink. She asks for her mic to be taken off. She was like, I'm not giving these bitches no shine. They're not gonna eat off me. I'm not doing none of that bullshit. I understand where she's coming from, but and give us something else then. So, and it almost seemed like Zelly was nervous to even talk to her about Alex Sky because he knows how Masika feels about the situation. But maybe he has to do this because this is a story, this is a plot line, and production set things up. So you can see where their friendship is going wrong. But Zelly feels like, yo, I'm getting drinks thrown at me, I'm getting purses thrown at me, I'm getting girls coming looking for you and then coming at me or whatever. But Zelly, you put yourself in the middle of that. You was at Hazel E's, listening party, acting a fool, calling her names. And then when the girl showed up at the bar, you instantly started talking crap or whatever. But if one of my friends had a beef with somebody, right, and the people that had beef with her were coming at me, I expect my friend that has the original beef to back me up and let's handle this together. Okay, let's meet up with these hoes. And so anyways, Masika said, tell her to pull up. If she wants to talk to me, she can pull up. And so then Sally was like, yeah, she did pull up. She pulled up at the karaoke bar and you wasn't there. And so Masika is like, I'm not talking to this bitch. I don't want nothing to do with this bitch. This bitch is not getting no shine. She's not getting no light off of me. She's not getting nothing off of me. And that's that. And so then Zelly was like, yo, well, I'm taking on your battles. I'm getting shit thrown at me, and you're not facing the problem, and you're running from the problem. And so they get into an argument. And so Masika was like, fuck you. He was like, fuck you. And she was like, you ain't nothing but a season 1 ass bitch. You're thirsty, whatever. She said he's a season 1 ass bitch. And then Masika says that she's a star, she's a celebrity or whatever. And she's walking away. Zelly was like, look at her shoes, look how dirty her heels are. And then the cameraman points at her heels and watched her heels walk away, and showing the way her heels look, how they were leaning to the side, how they was dirty on the bottom. He is so wrong for that, Zelly. You wrong for that. And so, the reason why the cameraman focused on that, because she threw the glass and the glass hit the floor, but the wine got on the cameraman. So they definitely was going to shade her. And plus, they wanted her to fill this scene. And Masika's not feeling it. She's not trying to give them she's not trying to get Alexis Sky no shine, no nothing. But anyways, yo, bitches talk shit. And they coming after you, you gotta do what you gotta do. But I guess Masika cutting ties with Zelly was a good thing because he did a bad video about her. So anyways, peace, I'm out.